export to cloud. Okay. All right. Now, so by popular demand, I don't know why, but because we had already touched base on this a couple times. But I guess I'll give y'all my undivided attention with it. Which is that jumbo pencil for the pens. A lot of y'all have been in my inbox about this, so let's go ahead. Okay, so the file is free. There's no reason for a class as far as on designing the file. So you basically open up Bamboo. You're going to come on in online models and you're going to type in jumbo pen or jumbo pencil. Jumbo pencil. Okay. And then um, once you do that, then you just basically click on this one. Um, he has different profiles for you. All you have to do is read. So if you don't have an AMS, this would be the profile for you to download. Okay. This is tight fit for pen. Only print if the pen insert is loose. No AMS tight fit for the pen. Um, so we're just gonna go with the basic jumbo pencil style pen Bic, and we're gonna download and open. Okay. All right. So all your pieces are right here. Um, but I'm gonna minimize this and I'm gonna open up another Bamboo. All right. And because there's another piece that goes to this that I want to go get. And we're gonna bring everything in to the same I want everything on the same plate in the same project. So y'all know my motto. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So at the end of the day, there's no reason to go and redesign and create something that's already literally out there at your fingertips for you to use. We work smart, not hard. So we're going to come back here again. We're going to type in jumbo pencil again. All right. And this time when it comes up, um, you see this one right here? It says cap for jumbo pencil. So that's a cap right there. Um, but this is the one I was looking for right here. This cap. So this one is either tight fit or just the regular. So I'm gonna go ahead, download and open just the regular one. All right, so we're just gonna export this as one STL, downloads, save, and then we're gonna go back to our other Bamboo we had. We'll go ahead and add another plate. Then we're going to click on file. We're going to go to import and we're going to import that cap we just saved right here, that one. All right. So now we got all the components that we need to make this project to complete it. So if you were working on an order with and you wanted to customize these with a name. So you're just basically going to click on it. So I'm going to show you several different ways of how to uh, customize these pens. So first way we're going to do is we're going to click on it and click on the text, and we're just going to hold down the shift key and turn it this way. Okay. And once we do that, then we'll go ahead and select our font. I'm going to go with cream cake. And we're going to say M or S. Let's say Mrs. Um, I got the sex part. I got that part. I'm gonna say Mrs. Andrews. Okay. And then you just go ahead and click on there, the yellow square, and you just basically gonna align it wherever, you know what I mean, you see fit. And that's all it is to add the name onto the pencil to customize the pencil. So that is one way. Then you click on that. You click on that.
That
Double
on
click on that.
top or is that embedded in? That's sitting on top.
That's sitting on top. But and click 5 and you can turn the color on it. Um that's sitting on top. So if you want it to sit in, if you wanted to be in some, that's why I said I do the 0.5. That'll put it in. But it'll still be off top, but you'll just still align it accordingly. But this is all to just adding the text. So that's it's that simple to add the text to it, guys. So now the second way we're getting ready to do. So this is the text way. Just doing that in here. So now we're gonna come over here
I love
and
this.
we're gonna go into Maker
She
Lab.
took up her motherfucking blood in her head.
We're gonna go into Mesh Graffiti. And we kind of already had went over this before, but we're going to do it again. And this time, this class will be specifically labeled for this, so we shouldn't have any more, recaps or anything needed to be done for this. So let's go ahead and grab the Bic pencil holder, um, and click on import and bring that in here. All right. So now we just want this one. We want to work with this one right here. So go ahead and grab, and you could have either put text in here as well. Um, you can color it in here as well, but you could have did it over in Bamboo if you wanted to color it like different colors. Um, but we want the image brush in here. That's what we care about. So now I'm gonna show you how this is one way they do them. They come in here and mesh graffiti. So this is a Louis Vuitton pattern that I just basically went on Google and got and just saved the image into my computer. So basically you're just gonna come and get up on it, okay? And you can size it right here. All right, you can size it however you like it. And you go ahead and you just start clicking on it. And that's painting it. Okay, that's painting it. Same thing. You're going to repeat the same thing all the way down and through and around. Okay, repeat the same thing all the way through. This is it. Now I want y'all to understand when you do this to these pens, it takes the print time up a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Too much for my liking. But to each his own. But you're gonna come and hit the sides, this last side like this. Boom. All right. Hit the bottom. All right. That's it right here. Okay. A lot of poop. How do we add the ring to the eraser? What ring? What you mean? And then hit the top like this. And then the inside, we're gonna paint that inside of bamboo. All right. So then once you're done with that, we're gonna click confirm it. Um, and voila. There you go. That's how they're putting the decorations, the designs, the logos. That's one way. This is one way they're doing it. Um, so then you would export it, open in Studio, and you guys, like this is how it's simple and easy. Like a lot, you guys be asking for a lot of stuff. Like if you just searched and looked for it, like a lot of it is like really already out there. It's at your fingertips. You guys just don't look for it, and you have to. You have to read. You have to look for it. Because a lot of your answers be right there. All right, let's go ahead and all right. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that black. All right. So now we're painted in the inside. We're painted in the inside. We're painted all around. Now I can guarantee you, I know this is gonna be a long print time. I think my friend said she did words. All she did was letters. And I think just for this piece was like 9 hours or whatever. Um, but let's go ahead and click on repair. So we are getting ready to get menu. I am about to send y'all the images because the main file I keep getting asked about is the sorority one. So I'm going to show y'all how to obtain that look when you're doing the different designs like that. I mean, you still could have did that in there, and repairing it took everything away. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So this definitely might be something that you cannot repair if it has to come over repaired because it's definitely going to erase the paint. So we going let's go ahead and export this as one STL because we're going to Tinkercad. We're going to do it. We're going to do it the OG way. So let's pencil class. I'm gonna say pencil class for the piece and let's save it. All right. So um file wise, let's hold up. I gotta hook up my external real quick. me 1 second. Okay. All right. So got my external in. This is where all my files is, guys. So let's go ahead. Where is it? What? No, why I ain't picking up my external. Give me 1 second. Plug it in the other side. Okay. There we go. All right. So I have to hold on once. Let me find I gotta find the right delta. Or no, we ain't gonna be able to do delta. I'm gonna grab something else. Let me see. Sigma gamma rho. Yes, I'll take them. Let me grab them out of here. I'll grab sigma gamma rho. All right. I'll hook my external now. Okay, so I'm gonna upload these on the Patreon. But let's go ahead and look through them and see what we're gonna go with. Um, and be mindful the text, the small print, the nozzle that you're using in the print and everything like that is going to play a factor. But let's go ahead and do um let's do their crown. Let's do their crown. So I need 48 and we'll do the year. Or we'll do let's do this one. We'll do the royal. And we'll do this one. So let me go into the SVG. Which one was that? What number was it? We need 14 and 16. So let me get 14 and 16. And I'm going to go ahead and upload that for y'all. So 14 and then 16. All right. And then let me get this up on the Patreon. Edit. Attach. Desktop. Um, all right, y'all can go ahead and grab the those two images, the SVGs. I just uploaded them on the Patreon. All right, so now we are going to thought I had a Tinker open. All right. You go to Tinkercad. All right. Create new 3D design. All right. So we're going to go to import, choose file, and let's go ahead and bring in our pencil class. All right. So now let's go ahead and I want to lay it down. So we're going to go this way. Press D, bring it down to the break line. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead, grab us a work plane and drop it down on it. Okay. Go to file, go to import. Bring in whichever file you want to work with first. I'm bringing in the Royal. All right, so we're going to have to size this down. Now we're going to go on the tank. We're going to go on the silhouette. We're going to bring it in silhouette first and size it because I don't like the way we're not going, that's going to be rough on y'all. Don't worry about it. So go ahead and open up silhouette. We're going to go to file and merge it. All right. So now let's go ahead and zoom out. And yeah, we needed to do this anyway because it's multiple colors. We needed to do this. I was tripping. Forgot it wasn't one color. We needed to do this. All right. So now let's go ahead and hold on. All right, Tinker. We're going to get our measurements. I just want our measurements. So I actually just want to measure. I just want the measurements of this panel, this space right here. That's all I want. So I'm gonna come and get this tool. I have not really used this measuring tool like that. I normally measure in bamboo, but we're gonna see how this one works over here in Tinker. If it doesn't go the way I like it, then I'm gonna just go over to bamboo. But let's see. Okay, that's looking like 8.16. Yeah, 8.16. So of course you know it's in millimeters. So now we're gonna come back over here to silhouette. And first things first, we're gonna group each of these ones together. So let's start with the royal. And we actually can hold down the shift key and click on each of these like this, and then right click and group. And that groups that one together. Then we're gonna go boom, 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 group, right click and group. Okay. So now let's go ahead and we're gonna size these. So let's go ahead and we're gonna switch over to inches real quick and see what this come out to. So switch it to Emperor, and that's gonna put it in the inches for you. And then we'll come back and get our measuring tape right here, and we're gonna measure it again. So we're gonna go here to here. All right, so that's 0.327 that way. And then we're gonna come and get the measurements going that long ways that way. So if you see those measurements right there, and now I'm gonna go ahead and switch back over to silhouette. And we're gonna go ahead. All right, so that's about right. So what was the measurements? Let's go back and check them out. 0.327. So let's go back. So 0.327. Just put that in right here. All right. So bam. So now we know um now we now we know what those measurements is right there. So now all we do is click on here. 0.327. Bam. Oop, go back. Go back. Why isn't all that? Is that not all grouped together? No, it's not. What? Okay, they got too much going on in this SVG. You gotta check your SVGs. All right, we're gonna delete that because that's extra. We don't need that. That was extra. All right, so now we're gonna click here and go back and do 0.327. And then we did 2.026. All right. Okay. So we're not gonna actually use this one. We're not gonna use this one. We're gonna delete that one. We're just gonna use these two right here. Um, so now once we got those sized, we're gonna go ahead and create our folder on the desktop. Um, and let me see. We're gonna call this I'm gonna say Royal Pen. All right. So now we're gonna click on the blue one and click on File, Save Selection, Save to Hard Drive. I'm gonna call this Blue R, and then the number one. Turn it to a SVG. And you can actually just use one and color it. You don't even need two of them. To be honest with you, we're overworking yourself. One is good. So now let's go ahead and we're gonna just start a new Tinker. All right, go to import. Let's bring our pen in. Our pen, the pencil. Let's bring that in. You got a question, LaShonda? All right. So now our pen's in. I mean, you can actually leave it up if you want to. If not, you can lay it down if you don't feel comfortable. Um, but we're gonna go ahead for class purposes. It's totally up to you. You work how you want to, but for class purposes, we're gonna go ahead and lay it down. So let's go ahead and okay. And then press D to bring it down. Just like that. All right. So now let's go ahead and drop a work plane down on it. Import, choose file. And we can duplicate the royal, so we only need one of them. And you can color them individually, have different ones, different colors. But this is just the basics. All right, so since it brought it in that way, we're going to work with it this way. Okay, so now you go ahead and this is where you're going to have to play around with the size on it. Um, okay, on it. All right. And you turn it like that. And all I did was take the arrow right here on the side and just turn it up right like that. That was it. And you just line it up accordingly to where you like it. Um, However you want it. If you want to do these all around, but then you would come in the middle and, play with your thickness. Um, let's bring that back up. So I took it down to a 2. I took the thickness down to a 2. And now that's how it looks. So you go ahead and click on it, turn the quality up to 24, and let's go ahead and turn the color. We're going to change this color to the blue. Let me see. No, I don't like that blue. Let's go over here. All right. And it's that simple, guys. It is that simple to design in these pens. You can go ahead and click on it and duplicate it a few times. So move it, oops, go back, move it away. Move that away. Move that away. Okay. So now we just got one right there. So you can just put that one right here. Like say you wanted that one here, like that. All right. Um, and then let's go ahead and okay. Just wanted to make sure it was right there, kissing it. Um, and then you're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and let's click on the royal, click on the pen, and then click on bundle group. Okay. And we're going to bundle group that so that way that royal doesn't move. Cause say you wanted to do royal, you wanted to wrap it around. I don't know if that's how they're doing them, if they're wrapping it all the way around them, but that is insane. But We're gonna go ahead and get into it since this is what y'all wanted. So you gotta work to accomplish those pins. You're gonna have to work for it. Um, so let's go ahead and we're gonna turn this at another angle. So let's go ahead and turn this that way, like such. All right. So now we turned it and now we got another angle. Um, Hold on, let me see. Back out. Okay. So yeah. All right, we good. It's gonna be the same. All right. So now let's go ahead and get up on it like such. And boom. And then let's go ahead and grab another royal from over here. All right. Now let's go ahead and move it up. Get up on it. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go back because it sized it up. I want the triangle. Okay, there we go. All right. I had to get up in there to get the triangle to move it up. All right, so now we got to make sure we are putting it on here in the same direction. Um, so, all right, okay. And now just grab it and put it right there. Hold on, let's get it. And then you can always click on it, hold down the shift key, click on the pen, and you can click on the align to, and get it aligned in the center, just only in the center, and then click off of it. And then let's go ahead and bring it down because now we got it aligned in the center. So let's go ahead and bring it down. What is it? Hmm, that's why. That's why. All right. Yeah. Got it. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Okay. You gotta play with it. It's tricky because of the shape. I told y'all gonna have to work for it. I think you know what? Grab a work plane, drop it down right there. Uh-uh. Okay, there we go. All right. Now you're gonna have to turn it some. So get on this left hand side. I hold down the shift key and I do it like that. All right. And then let's go ahead, get it there. All right. Grab the triangle. Okay. And then you're up on it. And then you can go ahead and click on it. Hold down shift, click on the pen. Go ahead and align it just in the center here. And that's it. All right. And it should look like such. Um, oops, we don't got this one aligned in the center. Hold on. But no, we gotta go fix this piece right here. We gotta go turn it in more. So let's go ahead and then put it in. All right. Right. And then get up on it. Oops, all right. All right. All right. Okay. And then so this one apparently we didn't align this one. So we had bundle group that, so let's ungroup that. Let's click, hold down the shift. Click here, shift. Let's align this one center. All right, so now they're both aligned. So now they're both aligned. Hmm. All right, and then you can go ahead and highlight all of it and bundle group it together. All right. So now you have your royal on your pen. You can go ahead and click on it. Let's go ahead and uh RH pen. Let's just say RH pen. Let's click on it. Go to export. Export as an OBJ. Of course, we're going to extract. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and go to Bamboo, and we're going to import that in. And this works with any design, with any logo that you want to put on the pins. It's the same process. So rather if it's Delta, Sigma, whatever, it's the same process. So let's go ahead and let's just go to new project. Go to file, import, and let's go ahead and grab our Tinker. All right. And just like that, there's our pin, guys. Well, of course, you know it should be all around the right way, but that's how they're accomplishing that on them pins. But we gotta repair this, and of course, you know, once we repair it, we're gonna have to paint it all over again. What? What? Hold on once, y'all. 1 second. What you mean? What happened? I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. Okay. So, we let it repair. Anybody got any questions?
I don't have a question, but you know how they're putting the almost like the keychain. Would you do that in here, or would you do it like in Tinkercad with the circle instead? If you don't want to write anything on it, instead of like you wanted to print it separate.
So you talking about just the ring option? I think that's already in in Maker World. Um, let me see. Um, I think it's
There's one on there. Someone posted it in the group today.
yeah, I thought I seen it. I thought I seen it. Yep, right here. Um, yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I seen earlier, I think. Yeah, because I don't see no other one. Here it go right here. It's right here. For you to turn it into the keychain. It's already there for y'all. You don't gotta do nothing. It's there for you, already made up. All you gotta do is slice and print it. So yeah, that's right there. So let's see this repair. Any other questions? But that's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time to do. With adding those, if you be mindful of the waste, the print time, all of that. You could have put the poodle, you could have might have put the poodle right here. Whatever. You can get creative with them and do them, but it's just the same process. This is how they're accomplishing it. This is the process of doing that. This is another way that you can do it besides using mesh graffiti. So if you guys don't have no questions on that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the recording up because I mean, of course, you slice and print. Um, so I don't really have to wait for that. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording. Anybody got any other questions? On anything other than what we just worked on?